Happy Tuesday, everyone. Let's get into it.
Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here. Yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews up in here. We got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am back with another BusyBlu Associates morning meeting. Make sure that you like, you comment, and you subscribe. Here is BusyBlu Associates morning meeting. You all work for me, and I talk about hot topics, gossip, and news that I think is interesting. And if you feel like you have something interesting, you can always share with me on Instagram and on Twitter or on Threads. The way that you get credit for today's meeting is that you say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Director Busy, wherever you're watching this, wherever you're watching this from, whenever you're watching this, wherever you're watching from. Y'all, I haven't been really working since the election. Okay, I've been trying to really get my thoughts together, get my emotions right on track so that I can be the best at work and for my family, and for you all. But I feel like I'm in a better space now. My desk look a mess, y'all. If I could show y'all what is happening behind here, my desk look a mess, a whole mess. So I'm gonna try to do the best that I can today and the rest of the other days. But I have missed bullying, y'all. Okay, so I'm back to bullying, and I'm really excited about it. Let's say good morning to the people as we get in here, and then we're going to start the show. What's up, Ravine? Hey, Miss Mar. What's up, Intergalactic Defender? Hi, Tiny Aiko. Okay, y'all, so y'all remember that the structure of this show was to change just a little bit, but we're going to keep it moving the best that we can. It says that I have really bad service, so something must be going on. I don't know. Maybe my computer needs to restart. I don't know. As we have already stated, there will be no breakfast in the back. Okay, so the breakfast stipend that we normally take from your check will still be getting removed. It's only $5 a day. That will be getting removed for your check still, but there will be no breakfast in the bag. Okay, for this month, we're going to take that money, we're going to collect it up, and we're going to put it into a savings account for me. Okay. So let's get into it. We did start a new department. I saw this video today, and I thought it was really funny and interesting. And now I'm going to have to start following him. So we are starting a new department where we go out and research what is going on in the world. Now, that being said, I want to let everybody know that you will be able to find me now on Threads. I still have my Twitter account, my X account, but I blacked it out. None of my information up there, girl. You see me when you see me, you don't. I'm trying to divest from some of the places that really didn't serve us during this election season. So invest into places that didn't do. Okay, so you'll start to see more of my thoughts, more of my ideas, what's going on Threads. Now I'm doing a slow transition because I have a lot of people over there on Twitter and X who still may be using the platform. But if you go over there right now, you will not be able to see, because I think I do have a couple of stories from X or Twitter or whatever y'all call it today. But it's gonna be a black box, black me, no name, no information. Okay, that's what it's looking like. What's up, Kia Kai from DC? What's up, grown woman? What's up, Jeannie Bean? What's up, Justy, please? All right. That being said, I have it. Girl, it is 8 o'clock. Who was calling me at 8 o'clock in the morning? Anyway, let's get into it. We have started a new department. Let's see it.
To see if it's really that bad. Alexander says, this motel is perfect for the bulldozer. Piece of garbage, bugs all over the place, bathroom, disgusting. And Cat B says, this place isn't even rodent worthy. So of course I had to go. This is by far the worst hotel I think I've ever been to in my life. Let's take a look. We have a nice sanitized AC unit right here. Next is our entertainment system. I don't even know if it works. TV doesn't even work. And I gotta say, it probably wasn't in the best neighborhood. Next, we have a lovely mini fridge with a nice, cute, used ashtray. And the room had some surprises. We have a mystery door. That's kind of scary, I can't lie. Hi, sisters! And next was the bathroom. What is this? And it was chaotic. There's a fire outside. A dumpster is literally on fire outside. So we have the beautiful aesthetic. The shower is broken. I'm in shambles right now. What I will say though, this is a pretty big bed. What is this, like a king? That's pretty good for $50 an hour. I don't like making these videos anymore. Oh my God. Why was it damp? I hate my life. Oh my God. So yeah, with all things considered, I'm gonna have to give this place a 3.5 out of 5. I went to a
Not a
one-star rated hotel to see.
Not a 3.5. So we do have a new unit. If you would like to go out and investigate one-star hotels, you will be put on that unit, and we will make sure that we help you. Let's get into a little bit of the politics before we get into some of the just hot topics, gossip, and news. I said I was going to start making sure that I communicate what is going on in politics. I'm going to show some headlines, some highlights, and then I'm going to also read a couple of news articles that I normally start my day off with. For those who don't know, I work in the political arena, where I do a lot more of motivating individuals to do their civic duty, to be involved, to get engaged, to utilize their voice. That being said, throughout this election season, I've made sure that I did that as much as possible in my personal life, and I want to continue to do it over here on my channel. So here are some of the things that I feel like are important for you to know without my thoughts being shared or stated. The first one, which I saw this, and it's giving me AI. Y'all tell me if it's AI, but apparently Trump had did a speech where he outlined all of the stuff that he's really excited about doing first day, first week, first month of his presidency. It's giving AI to me, though. I don't know what it is. Not that what he's saying is not real, but it's just giving that he's not real. I don't know. Y'all tell me, but let's start with this.
Here are 10 key ideas that will power our movement for great schools. First, we will respect the right of parents to control the education of their children. Second, we will empower parents and local school board to hire and reward great principals and teachers, and also to fire the poor ones, the one whose performance is unsatisfactory. They will be fired. Like on The Apprentice, you're fired. Third, we will ensure our classrooms are focused.
That show doesn't even come on anymore. Like on The Apprentice, you're fired. Like on The Apprentice, you're fired. It's just giving AI. Taniago said the mouse movement is a dead giveaway that is fired. Not that he doesn't believe these things, because this is what some of his stuff worked on, but like on The Apprentice, you're fired. I'm gonna give some background on what it means for the states to have the power for all of this stuff, but let's continue to listen to this, I think, AI generated version of him.
Not on political indoctrination, but on teaching the knowledge and skills needed to succeed. Reading, writing, math, science,
and
other truly useful subjects. Fourth, we will teach students to love their country, not to hate their country like they're taught right now. Fifth, we will support bringing back prayer to our schools.
Come on, pray.
Sixth, we will achieve schools that are safe, secure, and drug-free, with immediate expulsion for any student who harms a teacher or another student. Seventh, we will give all parents the right to choose another school for their children if they want. It's called school choice. Eighth, we will ensure students have access to project-based learning experiences inside the classroom to help train them for meaningful work outside the classroom. Ninth, we will strive to give all students access to internships and work experiences that can set them on a path to their first job. They're going to be very, very successful. I want them to be more successful than Trump. Let them go out and be more successful. I will be the happiest person in the world. But we want our children to have a great life and be successful. And 10th, we will ensure that all schools provide excellent jobs and career counseling so that high school and college students can get a head start on jobs and careers best suited to their God-given talents. This is how we will ensure a great education for every American child. And one other thing I'll be doing very early in the administration is closing up the Department of Education in Washington, D.C., and sending all education and education work and needs back to the states. We want them to run the education of our children because they'll do a much better job of it. You can't do worse. We spend more money per pupil by 3 times than any other nation, and yet we're absolutely at the bottom. We're one of the worst. So you can't do worse. We're going to end education coming out of Washington, D.C. We're going to close it up, all those buildings all over the place, and you have people that in many cases hate our children. We're going to send it all back to the states. Thank you very much.
Oh, you heard it here, folks. Let me tell you what I'm afraid about. And this is just my opinion. I have not dove deep into steep knowledge of education policy, which I'm going to start doing now. The Department of Education does a whole lot for our country. One, it unites what the educational system looks like and how, you know, the matriculation of a young child to graduation looks like, and then the funding that goes into it. And a lot of this deals with your children's school lunch, transportation, it says my mic is on. Oh, I've been talking like this whole time. Hold on, y'all. Taylor Bay said that my mic is not the mic that I normally use. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, it isn't. And none of anything. Y'all got me out here sounding crazy. Anyway, getting back to that. Bringing education directly back to the states will change what, I guess, let's start here. We are the United States of America. So the way that we keep our country stronger is that all of the states are united. Now, each state has their own laws and guidelines under the United States. So we become weaker as we all decide to individualize what the states look like more and more. And what that power looks like, the economy is looking like. Once we start to divide our states, we're no longer united. So our Department of Education, our Department of Justice, Supreme Court, the more and more we decide to create division between the states, the more our country becomes divided. We're not a United States of America anymore. Like that, that's just simple terms. I don't know another way to say that easily. Therefore, if we do then decide that the way that education is taught, what is taught, how it's taught is now given to the states, I'm sure the South would love to erase slavery. I'm sure they would. And they don't want you talking about anything that will make you feel as if you can become Trump. Well, one, you can't become him. And in the states who are deciding that this is the best thing for them and he's going to give education back to the states, the school choice. Yeah, but without a Department of Education, the things that normally our tax money, our tax dollars pay into in the regulation systems, those get removed. So that's a free or reduced school lunch that your child is getting because of the area that you live in, or you don't have enough money. You may not get that anymore because of a state that you live in. And yes, you can decide school choice, but is he talking about how your child then gets to school? A lot of parents have to go to work or start work or try to get to work before their child even gets up to go to school. Is there going to be transportation funding for your child to get to the school of your choice? Or will you have to now start to spend more money in order to get your child to the school? Because he's just saying we could just ship them out to any school around the world. Let the parents choose what's going on. Go ahead. Yeah, you're going to be spending more money under this plan. And the education system is going to be a lot more horrible, a lot less streamlined. At some point, he's going to remove the SATs. Nobody needs anything anymore. It's wild to me. Now, once I do more research in it, which is what I'm going to be focusing on for the next couple of weeks, I'll be able to give y'all a more in-depth look at it. But y'all heard it here first, folks. He wants to remove the Department of Education. Soon this is not going to be the United States of America. It's just going to be America. And I believe that because the money follows the student. The money follows the student to the school. How does your child get to the school? Who regulates the schools? I think where my issue is, or what I've heard from other people, which I think is, and I don't have children, I'm only heard this from parents. There's a difference between public and private institutions, who regulates public and private institutions, how they're regulated. I remember when I was working on some health work in the District of Columbia, which they have a lot of public-private charters. The Department of Education tried to regulate what public-private charters did, but they have their own streaming. They don't have to listen to you because they can be funded by a business or a corporation. So your money will follow that child in a school district that has no regulations. And then you can decide after your child now doesn't even have enough of an education to go to the next grade, that, well, I don't want to send them to that school anymore. Now you try to bring them to another school where they're like, they didn't learn anything good, so now we have to bring them back a grade. So then you might as well put them back in that school that didn't give the good services, that has no regulations. I don't know how it is in the other states. It sounds like California is probably doing it right. Because in the District of Columbia, there was no, I mean, they came to the table sometimes. But charter schools were like, we got our own money, we got our own fund, we got our own curriculum. And we're taking your dollars to do whatever we want to do with them. I think I spent too much time on him. I'm gonna get straight to some of the headlines that you guys need to know about. The first one is, and this is from The Hill. Just letting you guys know that Congress is now, because we did a continuous resolution, which appropriations should be done every year, and that is money that should be funneled down to each of the departments in Congress. That lets each department know how much money they have to spend, what that's going to look like. There's some extreme things that have been happening that have been cut. The debt ceiling has been a big conversation. So it's been very difficult this year in order to make sure that appropriations are finalized. A lot of that has been the House Republicans, who have been very serious about cutting spending, cutting funding for programs that they don't seem as appropriate. A lot of those spendings cuts are in youth programs. So individuals who, now that the school system is now going to possibly be torn up to shreds, they didn't finish school, they couldn't finish school, and now they don't have workforce programs or other programs in order to help them survive. The House has decided to cut all millions of dollars to those programs. And the Senate has been working vigorously to figure out what is best for the people, and they have not been able to come to a conclusion. At one point, they wanted to punt congressional appropriations to March, which Senate did not want, and said, let's just move it to December. So we got a congressional appropriation CR to December 20th. Now that the election's now over, we're starting to look at appropriations again. This is an article from The Hill, and it talks about Congress now being back in town, which is so much fun for all of us who live here, and trying to figure out what is going to happen during this lame duck session. The lame duck session is just that session, or that time in between when the new president becomes president, and then what we're doing within the House and Senate. Some people get apathetic and they decide that they don't want to pass any laws, pass any bills, and they're just going to let whatever the next Congress is do whatever they want to do. Some people get emboldened and say, you know, we're going to try to pass as many bills as possible before this new Congress comes in to save democracy as much as possible. We know that it looks like Republicans will be having the House and the Senate, which gives a lot, and Supreme Court, which gives a lot of power to Donald Trump. So it's interesting to figure out what spending looks like. For those who don't know, appropriations should have been done in March, a long time ago. Okay, so we're spending money that we don't even have yet. I mean, we don't even have. And that's how our government has been operating. So as we continue to count the ballots, I think California is still out and they're still trying to figure out what's happening with it. Numbers for what appropriations will look like and how long it's going to be. have to be decided before December 20th. I'll try to keep you guys up to date on what's happening with those numbers, where the numbers lie, how it affects you and trickles down to you in your state. Again, everything that happens at the congressional level moves down to you and what's important. Okay. That being said, I'm going to get off of politics right now. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm going to show 2 more videos that I think are important. I feel very emboldened to, one, get involved in like community action, local efforts, community programming, but I also am not going to be sitting around with people who I just feel like you do not have your best interest, my best interest at hand. So I'm just going to show a couple of videos of some things that have already started happening, or conversations around your vote and the people who hang around you. This first one is from that platform X. I've been hearing rumblings about these people going to jail, but I'm going to leave that out of it for now. Hold on, y'all. My mouse is really acting up.
So there's this strange narrative going around of like, oh, you've decided not to be my friend because I voted for a certain man. And that's such a strange mindset to me, because here's the thing, in a friendship, if you treat someone badly and they decide not to be your friend anymore, whose fault is it that the friendship ended? Is it the person who chose to end it after you hurt them, or the person who did the hurting? Because you're out here acting like we chose not to be friends with you, but you voted against your friend's fundamental human rights, and now you're shocked that they don't want to talk to you anymore? You're shocked that they took it personally? Well, I just voted that they shouldn't be able to get married. Well, I just voted that they shouldn't have bodily autonomy. Well, I just voted this. Why can't we just believe different things? Bestie, we voted that we could believe different things and coexist. You voted to control what we could do and what we could believe. And now we don't want to be your friend. It's as simple as that. So us not wanting to be friends with you anymore, you should be fine with that. That's what you wanted. If it isn't the consequences of your actions, people are going to put up boundaries because they want to feel safe after you ruined your friendship. You ruined it, not us. You ruined it. You are the us versus them mentality. The rest of us wanted us all to choose for ourselves and coexist and be happy and tolerate each other, and you voted for intolerance. And now you're going to lose friends. And I have no sympathy for you. I have sympathy for the people that you have done harm to. And that's that.
Do not feel bad for cutting off friendships, relationships with people who voted against other people's best interest. I don't feel bad. There's only one person I guess I do feel bad for, but that's their ignorance, and they got really upset. They exited our group chat in a very bad way. I think a lot of it was just the misunderstanding of. I'm gonna tell the story. I have a friend in a friendship group who is very, I don't want to say very, but they're right wing, and with some of the fear, I guess this person felt emboldened to say, I told y'all this was going to happen. Y'all should have da. And one of the things that me and my partner have been struggling with or trying to figure out is like, do we get married now? Do we get married later? When do we do this? I want to make sure that financially everything that I have going on is the best before we do it, because I'm not going to drag him down. And all these decisions. And with the way that Trump's rhetoric has spoken out has been against, civil unions or gay marriage or just gay civil liberties. And this person's thing was, I told y'all to get married a long time ago, so you should. I don't understand what your problem is. And my response was, are you okay? Because if they are actively saying they're not acknowledging, they've already said that your immigration status, even if it is legal, will make it illegal and then deport you. You think they're gonna care about my my marriage anymore? Are you dumb? Like, are you dumb? And the person got up and they left the group chat. And I felt kind of bad because it's like, I'm not trying to be rude to you, but I think sometimes because I do this work regularly and I don't talk about it a lot because people don't want to talk about politics. They don't want to. And you got to be very specific, especially how you talk about it on the internet and stuff, because I don't want it to affect my work. It frustrates me when people think they know more. And it's like, girl, I do this. I do this. And I know what it looks like. These people aren't saying we're gonna deport all families, but that's what they're gonna do. When he talks about the Department of Education getting removed, girl, what you think is gonna be in its place? He's not saying a rubric in order because he don't know because he doesn't know the rules. But I work here. I think I know what I'm talking about. And as a black gay male, even if he wasn't trying to do anything for my civil union, he's going to destroy the community that I'm a part of. And I'm sure there's going to be a rise in homophobic language and homophobia. They are already telling y'all, your body, their choice. What you think when they go start coming to the gays? It was annoying to me. Well, you should have got married a long time ago. Oh, okay, girl, because that'll fix everything. They'll fix everything. I tried to tell you should have got married a long time ago because that'll fix everything. Oh, okay. Are you okay, sis? Anyway. Anyway, moving on. Here's a person who's not okay. And thoughts and prayers to their family and what they're going through. But this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about when some people are like, well, I didn't think that Trump would do this, or the Trump supporters are girl, these people don't want you, they don't like you. Let's talk about the Trump supporter Angel Rodriguez, who has been making head waves and headlines because he's an avid Trump supporter. And now the Trump supporters let him know, we never liked you. Girl, we needed your number, we needed your vote. And he's been going through it, and has been discourse on the internet. Apparently, he has a TikTok that he's going around and he's talking about, he's sharing his feelings around his frustrations. But they not like us, girl. And you may see yourself as a Hispanic, or I have legal status here, girl. So he not talking about, when he talk about deportation, he not talking about me. Yeah, but the people who voted for him don't like you. And his rhetoric has screamed, they don't like you. And let's talk about it.
Angel Rodriguez voted for Trump. His kids went to play with the neighbor boys across the street, and they were telling his children to go back to Mexico. This is Angel Rodriguez really upset. But this is a man who did not believe the rhetoric. Somehow he thought he was immune to the bigotry and the hate.
Okay, go ahead.
Mira, dile a él, todas las veces que me han llamado a la policía por gusto.
You guys hear about Angel Rodriguez? Angel Rodriguez, this Latino man's kids were playing outside with his neighbor's kids, both Trump supporters. Tell me why his neighbor, his white neighbor, fellow Trump supporter, literally takes out a pew 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 and is like, I don't want my kids playing with your kids. You go back to your country. You don't belong here. And that is just such a beautiful thing because Angel Rodriguez, is a proud Trump supporter, a proud Latino Trump supporter. Do you see that you will not fit into that world? They don't want you here. They see you differently. So congratulations. And now he's on TikTok crying, boo-hoo, because his neighbor told him to get, boy, told him to get out my country. You guys hear about Angel?
Oh, and Rodriguez is mad. Angel Rodriguez is pissed. Calls the police. He don't know a lick of English, probably just a few words, and he's speaking all in Spanish. He's so heartbroken. He's mad. He's making TikToks and everything. We don't care. We don't care. Those are your people now. Those are your people. And for you Latinos and blacks who voted for Trump, we don't care. When they start turning on y'all, which they will, because the people in offices and stuff love y'all. Not the people in the streets. Not the people in the valleys. Not the people in the suburbs. They don't like y'all.
Guys who voted for Donald Trump, and then he sent his kids to. I know y'all seen that video of the Latino man, Angel Rodriguez, who voted for Donald Trump, and then he sent his kids to play with the neighbor's kids across the street. And then those people who also voted for Donald Trump, mind you, told him to leave and that his kind isn't welcome here. What did you expect? I know y'all seen that video of the Latino.
It's just it's the promise that he gave y'all. It's the promise that he gave y'all. And I want these people to remember it. Sometimes you have to read in between the lines and you have to think for yourselves. And if everybody around, every other person, especially the minority group that has been the most ostracized, pushed aside, jailed, demonized, is telling y'all, girl, he don't like y'all like that. That what he's saying is going to like really hurt you and be against you. And y'all don't listen. Well, he didn't say that. He actually said, well, what he was going. I feel like, oh, I had more. I could get more eggs. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. And we know that the majority of the mass pupils, okay, in America are done by those white people. Girl, let them go around there, but they make y'all the criminals, right? They make y'all the criminals. They make us the criminals, even though they're committing more of the crimes. Okay, he for you. He for you, girl. And the people, some of the people are just getting into the country, just cementing their life. Y'all, what, 1-2 generations away, girl? When y'all abuela, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Please make sure that you like the video, y'all. Let's move into some hot topic gossip and news. It looks like Cam Newton, after deciding that he was going to talk about his cheatations on his podcast recently with one of his guests, Dr. Cheyenne has come back out, the one who dragged him and read him for filth. She's coming back out to talk about how much more dumb it seems as if Cam Newton's girlfriend Jasmine is. Let's hear what she has to say.
Cam had a lot of stuff. He had a lot of different conversations he had to have with that woman. Mm-hmm. Whether she wants to come out on social media and wear the mask she's been wearing, mm-hmm. that mask is off at home.
Yeah. Cam said that, it affected his relationship with his first two baby moms and his current situation. Yeah. So you feel any remorse for that? Or? No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I'm here to interrupt that pattern. No. Yeah. Like the shit should have been interrupted a long time ago. I think that Jazz got herself into something that, one, she didn't understand that she was getting herself into. And I think she would love to backpedal if she could. A lot of women, especially Black women, stay because they don't want to be a product of a broken house.
Can I ask a question? Wasn't Cam Newton's girlfriend the one who came out and was like, I love to serve? Can somebody put that in the comments? Was that her? I love to serve. There's nothing more that I love than to serve. I love to serve. Serving is my life. I love to serve my men. I want to serve until the day I love serving. Oh, I love it. Oh, I eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Was she that one? They had that video after they talked about her serving. I love to serve. I love to serve. Was that her? Carrie said, yeah. And this man in this podcast, he was like, since I've been with my girlfriend, haven't been faithful, not faithful. On the World Wide Web, on the internet, millions of people watching his show. Yep. Love to serve. Love to serve. No, Dr. Cheyenne, she is the one who had that bag on basketball. On Basketball Wives, she had a suitcase with her face on it. Very tacky, not demure at all. But anyway.
Yeah. And they don't want to be a single mom. Who wants to be a statistic? And it's not because he has kids. It's because this man is not honoring you.
Yeah.
He's disrespecting you. And he's not only doing it privately, he's doing it publicly. He's not even allowing it to be pillow talk. Like, you have no respect at all for this woman who you not only have a child with, but you are in a relationship with. You're waiting for God to give you more kids. You have a woman at home.
And this is the kicker. I want more. Now,
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I
of
just
this
want
saying, or
God
by
to
your
bring
wife?
them.
I just want God to bring them. I pray that Jasmine wakes up one day and finds her truth. Okay, in the strength to stand up, sis. Stand up, sis. Stand up. Now that I think about it, Dr. Cheyenne is right. He didn't even say by the woman that I'm with. He said God is about to bring them. Stand up, sis. Stand up. Here's a cute story, but I have questions. So y'all remember Jonathan Wright? He was a part of the Bad Boys Club. Zeus. Well, it looks like he had promised a young lady that he wanted to take her to prom. Let's look at it from here.
Take you on the prom and dress up, and he would like to be your date.
Why do you tell her, bro? You're
Listen, Shayana.
You're sorry,
Shay,
sister.
say Jonathan Wright, he want to take you out on the prom and be your date. Now, ain't that nice?
Talk about sister, you're sorry.
Well, look, I'm talking to you about this nice man now.
Right here in the corner.
I don't know. I'm gonna show you his picture.
Thank you, Jonathan Wright.
He gonna get you dressed up. Y'all gonna get dressed up, and he wants to take you to the prom, Jonathan Wright. Ain't that sweet, Shay?
Yeah, that's sweet.
Say thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you, Jonathan.
I love that for her. But then this must be the promposal.
Look at this shit. It's fine.
Because this is what my problem is. Okay, girl. Now we know Jonathan Wright got the dough. Okay, he used to do Beyonce's Her. I hope this is the promposal because now he finally met up with her. He's ready to do what he said he was gonna do. I hope this is the promposal because ain't no way that she going to the prom looking like this. I hope this is the promposal. Upset, nonchalant, very nonchalant. I feel like there may be special needs happening here. I think overall the feeling would be there is just because it seemed as if from my standpoint her brain was all over the place. So I think that there's some special needs going on. She had things that she needed to get out. She was trying to stay focused. So I think all of that was happening. Either way, I hope this is a promposal. Y'all get what I'm saying? Because he looked nice, hair done, hair did, everything did. And she looked like she about to go take a ride in the car. I hope this is the promposal and not her going to the prom. Y'all look at this.
Look at it, smiling, Shay.
Oh, she actually seems happy.
Breathe. It's okay. We get ready to go.
Don't wear
her.
Now, Jonathan, you need your ass. If you took her to the prom looking like this and knowing the money that you got and that traveling van and all that stuff, you used to do Beyonce her, you need to get your speed. Immediately. Y'all tell me if y'all think that we should fight if we should fight Jonathan Rice. Now he like to throw them blows, so I don't think we'll win. But let us know if we need to fight him, because she shouldn't be going to the prom like that. If you really making dreams come true, Whitney Houston, okay, then you need to be getting her really dressed up, really done up, so she can really remember. I hope he take her to get a dress. Me too. Oh my God, it is her outfit. Look at her hair. That's Tiara. That is it? Hold on. Jesus.
I knew he was gonna come here first. He's
Right.
gonna come here first.
Hold on. Oh, maybe he's taking out a dress.
Oh, it's so sweet. Look at your bag, baby. It's okay. Shay got a big old smile on her face.
Yeah, she almost made me cry when I saw her smile like
See,
that.
Shay? See that? That's a fine black man, ain't it, Shay?
Uh-huh.
She said, yeah. That's a fine black man, ain't it,
I don't know. It's a sweet gesture, but it also makes me feel very uncomfortable. For some reason, I feel very uncomfortable. I hope he gave her a dress or whatever. I hope he gave her a dress or whatever. Last story up, because I gotta get out of here. I gotta get to work. Okay, it was a really cute story. Y'all put your B's in the comments for Jonathan Wright. That was a cute dress. I just hope that he gave her a dress. But also it made me feel very uncomfortable. Yeah, I know I don't like to talk about this, but it is what it is what happened. One of the party guests, this from TMZ, one of the Diddy's party guests speaks out about minors being present at the freak offs. Let's read this one. It says a woman who says that she was at what she believes was a Diddy freak off says there were minors present, minors surrounded by adults. Tanae Wallace, an inspiring singer-songwriter, says she was invited to Diddy's parties by a Saudi prince who flew her from LA to Miami. She spoke with TMZ as a part of the new documentary. TMZ presents the downfall of Diddy inside the freak offs. TMZ need that. It says here that Tanae describes in vivid detail how she observed clusters of people having sex, many of whom seemed high on drugs and alcohol. Mind you, she says that it was 7 a.m. I mean, it's got to be 12 o'clock somewhere, I guess. Tanae says that the party had been going on all night. This is crazy. Parental discretion. It's advised Tanae is a part of the third installment of it. I haven't watched one episode of the Diddy Downfall series. Y'all been watching the Diddy Downfall series? I haven't watched anything of it. This is out of control. These for you, Jonathan Wright. These are for you, Jonathan Wright. So yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I heard the story. I believe her. I mean, I believe all the victims until I have a reason not to believe the victims. So, I don't know. Y'all, thank y'all for coming into this thing. Please make sure that you like the video. I'm going to start doing these every morning at 8:15 to 9 o'clock. So, try to be prepared. And this is on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I want to get back into the grind because I got work to do to save the country. I have to save the country. Okay? I have to save the country. I'm putting my black woman cape on because I'm a strong black woman. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, those times would be different. It'll probably be around 7, but I'm trying to get my schedule back together because I've been extremely emotional. I want to thank everybody who reached out to me, who have been talking to me on Instagram. This one really took a toll on me. It really, this election really took a toll on me, more than Hillary Clinton. So, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight and do what I need to do. I'm about to roll up. When I say I'm about to roll up my sleeves, like Kamala Harris said, my sleeves gonna be rolled. Never be down. Never sling down. It's always gonna be rolled up. I'm about to do the work behind the scenes and get what we need for the people who I want to protect. And I'm not gonna say what they look like. That being said, I want to thank everybody for coming into this meeting. It's time to get back to work, get back into action. Let your therapist know about what is going on with you. Look at Psychology Today if you need some help. Make sure that your health is up to date. So it's time to start getting these doctor. I had to find a new doctor because my PCP closed down. My PCP closed down. So now I gotta get a new doctor. It's a whole new relationship, and they gotta get your medical. It's a lot. But make sure your health is up to date because we don't know what's going on with health insurance. Make sure that you are reading regularly what is going on in the news, how you can get involved, what matters to you, guarding yourself, putting a little money aside, put it in your bed. It's like they used to do back in the day. We ain't got nothing there, but I'm just saying. Do all of that because who knows what the fate of this country is right now? No one knows. So it's where you start doing the work now. During this lame duck session, y'all don't be a lame duck. Get your health together. Make sure your insurance is paid up. Make sure you got your life insurance. Make sure your life insurance is paid up. Your 401ks, your saving plans, okay? Your money in crypto. Make sure it's crypt walking. Doing whatever y'all need to do, okay? Put your oxygen mask on first, okay? And then we can go say the word. I'm putting my oxygen mask on. It's just so much time. You gotta find the right doctor because you know I like a black doctor because they care about black issues unless you Dr. Jackie. So I don't know. Just guard yourselves accordingly. And let me get to work. If you all want to know more about me and everything else I have going on, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Twitch, BusyBlu. Definitely right now. That being said, I love each and every single one of you all. Thank you for bringing me back. I'm about to go get busy, and you all stay busy. On to next time.
Here's how you can change your vote after you voted if you feel like you chose the wrong candidate. You can't, but a lot of you are looking it up, specifically after the election. A lot of y'all are looking up how you can change your vote. This is November the 6th right here. People were looking up how they can change their vote after Donald Trump won. And the results just keep going up. They teetered off a little bit, but now people are starting to ask the question again, can I change my vote? You can't do that. It's over. Look at where the Google searches are coming from. Wisconsin, a red state. New Hampshire, a red state. Oklahoma, a red state. Pennsylvania, a red state. Idaho, a red state. These are all states that went for Donald Trump. And this right here is within the last 24 hours. People are still Googling this phrase and asking how they can change their vote after the election is done. But then again, look at the states that they're coming from. Places like North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Alabama. I see California, Nevada, New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado. A lot of these states went for Donald Trump. I don't know if America's in the find out stage yet, but surely a lot of y'all